Thank you very much indeed. And at the end of the meeting, or maybe during the break, we've got a little box. In fact, I'll pull the box out. There's a big box. You haven't sold the big box. Okay. Our Sergeant Arms, who we'll be meeting in a moment, has got a little box for the feedback slips. Before we get on to voting for who we felt was the best of those three speeches, I'd like to call upon our timekeeper to give a report on the times of the three prepared speeches. Mr. Timekeeper.
So, the first speaker was 4 minutes. The second speaker was, and budgeted was 6 minutes maximum. And the second speaker was 6 minutes 39 seconds. And third speaker was 7 minutes 15 seconds.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thanks very much. Thank you. So another important contributor to every meeting is a role that we describe as the Sergeant at Arms, and that title comes from parliamentary tradition. The British Parliament actually has a different name, but in the US Senate and Congress they have a Sergeant at Arms, so keeping control of various things that go on in the meeting. But in the Toastmasters context, one of the very key roles is introducing visitors. And just before I announced who the Sergeant at Arms is, I asked what his ambitions were for his Toastmasters role. He said, first of all, he wants to be a herald, not even an ambassador, but a herald for our club. It's our new Vice President of PR, so that's good. But also to learn the various different skills of PR and the various different tools that are available, using it as a learning opportunity. Excellent. On the subject of family, very philosophical answer. He says, well, actually, when you think about it, the whole of mankind is a family, and you really need to work out how to make that family work for you. So, please welcome our Sergeant at Arms, Tresham Pereira.
Sorry?
You've got the visitors list around somewhere?
Okay. Dear Mr. Toastmaster, fellow guests and fellow members, I'm here to. I see quite a few new faces and some old faces as well, whom I didn't see since our first meeting. So I would be very grateful if all of those who never received this could please stand up for a second. All right, and you too, right?
Is that the competent communicator?
Yeah.
I have that.
All right, let's do.
Oh yes.
Not from us, you didn't.
Anyway, and I want you to give me. I was quite inspired by Chetan's. I hope that's the correct pronunciation. Chetan's speech about where are you from, and I want you to think about where do you want to be. Where do you want to be when you build your family? In which country or in which place? Use your own imagination. Who are you and where do you want to be in 10 years? Go ahead.
So where I want to be in 10 years and what I want to do with my family.
Exactly.
In 10 years, I've thought about moving to different countries, but I envisage that I will ultimately end up in London, preferably somewhere a bit more sort of like higher class, because I come from a place that's sort of you know, like not sort of like the best of places. And yeah, I'll just be in London. And family was the second question, yeah?
Yeah, you could mix it. I mean, it was one question.
Okay, I'll split it into 2 questions, maybe even 3, but that would be too much. And in terms of family, I'm the sort of person that's going to be really black and white. So I'm either going to have no children or go all out and have like 10 children. I'm still deciding.
And your name was?
Oh, Victor.
Yeah.
Victor.
Best for last.
Next. Hi.
Hi, my name is Sergey. Where do I see myself in 10 years? Well, I just finished business school, and I'm currently applying for jobs in Singapore, in Dubai, Shanghai, Moscow. I grew up in New York. My parents live in New York. I don't know where I'm going to be, but I want to be working in emerging markets for the next couple of years. And long term, it'd be nice to like have a place in Moscow, have a place in New York, have a place in London, just travel between different countries. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you.
How international we are.
And the football team, yeah?
My name is Konstantin. I was born in far east of Russia, that is near Vladivostok. Then I live a few years in St. Petersburg, and now I'm living in London. So in 10 years, I'm not really sure, probably I wish to go back to St. Pete and spend most of my life in St. Pete. That's a plan.
All right.
Yeah, my name is Vladimir. I'm from. Okay, so answering the way how my fellow master answered, I'm from South London. Originally I'm from Moldova, and speaking about the family, where I want to be in the next 10 years, I hope to live in many places in the next 10 years. First of all, around the Europe. Unfortunately, my job gives me such opportunity to work from anywhere. So I hope it will be Europe and maybe India as well, to check it out. So this kind of.
Great. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Regina. I'm originally from Russia, from the Republic of Tatarstan, from the city of Kazan. It is a region of Russian Federation. I'm here to I want to thank Anastasia for inviting me for this meeting, because I met her on one of the conferences, and yeah, I was pleased to be invited. So where do I see myself in 10 years? I think that it doesn't matter where do you live. It is a matter what do you do, and who are you surrounded with. And because family is very important for me, I think family is the only thing which we are supposed to live for. So we have to live for our family, for our children, for our parents, for our husband, for our wives, and that is we are bound. Yeah. That's
Well,
it.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And the next.
Hi, my name is Evgenia. I'm originally from Central Asia, a country called Uzbekistan, and I loved your topic because I can really relate to that. When people ask me where I'm from, they clearly cannot guess by my appearance, and they suggest things like Malaysia and Bali, and it starts off with China, Japan. I'm actually half Korean, half Russian, which is very puzzling, and I love to keep that a secret and keep people guessing. Where I see myself in 10 years' time, I don't know. I'm still deciding. I love kids. I don't have my own yet, and I don't know whether I will have, or it's not something that you can plan. It happens.
Okay.
Working in finance, I actually love working with children, so that's kind of a weird thing. Not having my own family, I love working with other families or kids from other families. So I don't know. Wherever life will take me, that's where I'll be.
Thank you very much. And for those who don't know him yet.
So hopefully it'll be the last time I have to do this. My name's Colin. I'm from Southern Ireland, but I grew up in Northern Ireland, so I tend to consider myself Northern Irish. In 10 years' time, where do I see myself? Anywhere with better weather than here would be acceptable. So other than that, I'm not very picky, except mosquitoes maybe. So not Russia then. Family-wise, I'm Irish, as I said, so large families are a fairly standard cultural norm for us, or at least they used to be. So I would guess if I can find a girl who's willing, I'll have 5. But that's probably going to be hard.
So 5 girls over there?
Good answer.
Thank you very much. I see you are a very prosperous family and a prosperous club. I wish you all the best, and
Okay, we'll have a break instead.
and we are gonna have a break of about 4.5 minutes.
Thank you. I think you've all been so good. We'll have a break until 10 past, okay? So please sit down and we'll start again at 10 past. So a bit longer, all right? Oh, I missed the voting. I have.
Oh yeah. So where do you work?
We've already got the votes ready.
I work in consultancy, IT and business.
Don't lose.
Just almost quite a while, yeah.
So you're based here now?
Yeah, South London, Southwest.
I think I forgot the voting.
For the near future.
Maybe, actually, I think eventually I'll go for British citizenship. So maybe, yeah, my family.
That is the gap with the
No, yeah. I'm married, yeah. And she's Ukrainian. And she speaks Ukrainian. We speak both. No, she speaks Ukrainian, but I speak Russian. And I learn. Unfortunately, it's like
I forgot the voting.
Слушай, ну я долго разбирался, как все это работает. К моменту, когда я начал верить, я думал, что... Yeah, it's